Hey, we're back. We're doing a race review of the first race of the Formula One season, the Bahrain Grand Prix. It was a race full of some surprises, not too much action, but there was still some action, so we're going to take you through. The Red Bull boys are on pole, and in second place, Max Verstappen gets onto a clean start, but Sergio Perez gets passed by Charles Leclerc on the first corner. So now the Ferrari's in second, and Sergio Perez is in third. Not much happened in the first 10 laps, other than Max Verstappen building up a lead, a 4-second lead over Charles Leclerc. The McLarens are having the worst day out of any team. Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris were having horrible days. Oscar Piastri's car had to be retired by lap 16 with electrical issues. And then we start getting to our first round of pit stops, about lap 12 to lap 15. Alpine's Esteban Ocon's day went up in flames when his pit crew decided to work in his car during a penalty. So they were given another 10-second penalty for working on the car during the first penalty. Mercedes had horrible performance, well, horrible in their standards. Hamilton finished 5th and George Russell finished 7th. They weren't threatening any podium places all day. By mid-race, Max Verstappen had a 13-second lead over Leclerc. And by lap 31, we have another round of pit stops from Lance Stroll, Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Charles Leclerc, and Perez all entered into the pits. At this point in the race, most cars were on hard tires. In fact, Max Verstappen on his last pit stop took hard tires because he took soft tires in his 2 previous pit stops. This point in the race, the top 5 were Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and Lewis Hamilton. Fernando Alonso was beasting it on the track. He was really fast and he was chasing down Lewis Hamilton. Aston Martin was one of the fastest cars in preseason testing, and they're showing it in the first race of the season. So he is chasing down Lewis Hamilton, and eventually he passes Lewis Hamilton on lap 37. Alonso and the Aston Martin are really going to shake up this season with their performance. But who is having performance issues? Ferrari again. Oh my god. Ferrari, a power failure, first race of the season. Charles Leclerc has a power failure on lap 41, has to get out of his car, causing a virtual safety car. His day's over. I don't understand how Ferrari can't get it together. And then to make it worse, we have Alonso now going for a podium place and chasing down Carlos Sainz. Look at him, causing Carlos Sainz a flat spot here. And he eventually passes Carlos Sainz on lap 46. He's truly the MVP of the day. Not much happened after that. Lance Stroll had a small slip on lap 52, no damage, but in the end, Max Verstappen comes home to a comfortable lead. He had an 11-second lead over Sergio Perez, and Fernando Alonso came in third. Honestly, Sergio Perez was kind of blocking. Wasn't really a factor, but Alonso, MVP of the day for sure. What a great ride from him and his Aston Martin team. This is really going to shake up the season because everyone was expecting the regular 3, Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes. But it looks like Aston Martin wants to be a part of the game. So here is Max with his team getting congratulated, but here's Alonso. Damn, homie, Alonso was the man today. So congrats to him. I was very impressed. Honestly, they are going to shake up the F1 world this year. But Red Bull was still first, so we have to congratulate Max and Sergio Perez. But the thing about it is, are we going to see a procession this year again? Max just winning almost every race and Red Bull running away with the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship? We shall see. The losers of the day, Ferrari, horrible. Charles Leclerc, out of the race. McLaren, also horrible day. Oscar Piastri didn't even finish the race, and Lando Norris was just toying around the back of the pack, finishing last. He had a horrible race, so they have a lot of work to do. Mercedes, also horrible day, finishing 5th and 7th, not up to their usual standards. Oh, Toto Wolff, you gotta go back to the drawing board, my boy. You're gonna have a rough season if this is the standard you're going to be setting. But congrats to Max and the Red Bull team. They had a great race, but hopefully we don't have a procession this year with Max winning every race. It was, I would give this race maybe a 7.5 out of 10. It was kind of boring, but it had a few moments. Here they are spraying up the champagne. Honestly, the setup in Bahrain is very nice. It almost looks like a rock concert here. Not sure if we have an F1 race or a rock concert, but congrats to all the winners. We'll be back with more racing videos this week. Like and subscribe to the channel for more racing reviews. I hope you enjoyed the racing review of the Bahrain Grand Prix, the first F1 race of the season. Red Bet signing off.